Hello guys, today I'm going to be showing you how you can start investing in Nigeria. So even if you are a complete beginner, by the end of this video, you will know the different ways that you can start investing. And also you also know why it's important, and I'll also show you how to my favorite app that you can start using to invest. So you can begin to start investing right away and grow your money gradually. All right. So now, do you know that you don't need millions to actually start investing in Nigeria? So even with as low as 1,000 naira a month, you can grow your money, over time into something that is, bigger. All right. As long as you are consistent and you follow everything I'll be showing in this video, and I'll also break down step by step, so it's easy for you to understand and so that you can start taking action right away. But before we continue, my name is Paul, and in this channel I teach you how to invest. If you are interested in any of this, make sure to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell. Alright, so let's get started. Now, first thing, let's talk about why you need to start investing right away. So you need to know that investing is not just for the rich people only. Alright, now it's for anyone who wants to grow their money. Alright, you want to beat inflation, and also you want to secure your future. So the bad thing is that if you just keep your money in your wallet or in maybe your savings account that does not even earn you interest, your money can lose value over time, so you won't be able to beat inflation. This is one of the downside of not investing. For example, let's say you imagine you just invest 5,000 naira for every month. So in 5 years, depending on the type of investment, it could grow into hundreds or even thousands, all right, depending on the investment. So another thing you need to understand is your mindset. So mindset is a long-term habit, all right. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme, all right. So the earlier you start, the better. That's why they say earlier the better, all right. So the next one I'm going to be talking about is the different, options of investment in Nigeria. Now, here are some of the main types of investment that are available, for we Nigerians in Nigeria. All right. So I'm going to break it down for you. So the first type of investment is stocks. All right. So what are stocks? So stocks are shares of a company. All right. So let's say you buy a stock. So that means you already own a small part of that company. So stocks can give you high returns, but they also come with higher risk, all right, because prices go up and down. So that's one thing you need to know about stock. Let's say, for example, you buy a share in a company that is actually fast growing. Let's say like MTN, BUA, some of those companies. Your money could grow quickly, but you need to be prepared for ups and downs. So because sometimes your money can go up and then it can also come down. That's one thing you need to understand. Another thing is bonds, which is also treasury based. All right, so bonds are basically loans you give to the government or a company. So what they do is that they pay you interest over time. All right. Now, the risk, this is lower risk compared to stocks, and it also gives you predictable returns. So this one is very, very low risk, and they also give you, returns. Another thing is mutual funds, or you also call it savings app. So mutual funds and savings apps, they pull money from many people, and what they do is that they invest it in a mix of different stocks like bonds and other assets. So this is great for somebody who is a beginner. So it's very easy you can even automate it. And the truth is that the risk is very low, and this is exactly where the app I'm going to be talking about comes in. So I'll show you in a bit how to set it up, your first investment on Carriway, so you can start growing your money today. All right. So the next one I'm going to talk about is called real estate, or you can also call it alternative investments. Now, these are other ways to invest, like you can invest in property or even gold. So I don't want to go deep into this today because they usually need more money and effort, but there are options that you can actually explore. All right, so that's one thing to know about this type of investment. And so the next one I'm going to be talking about is how you can start to invest today, using Cowrywise. So this is one of the apps I use. All right, so let's get it practical. So what I'm going to show, I'm going to show you step by step how you can start to invest today using Cowrywise. Let me go straight to Cowrywise and show you how to use this app from start, to finish. All right, so this is how to get started with Cowrywise. All right, remember to use my referral code on the screen so that you get some benefit, when you have signed up. So why sign up? Use the referral code. Now, to sign up is very, very easy. You need your Gmail account. You need your NI, your BVN to verify your account. So it's very, very easy. After you are done verifying your account, and then you can just get started. And then you also be asked to add your bank details, which is very, very easy to do. So you see here we have the savings. When you come down to home, this is where you are going to be seeing all the money you have invested here. You click on that, it will show you that. All right, this is where you're going to see your savings. When you want to invest, this is where you can actually invest. All right, so there are so many ways to get started. Now let's go with the savings first of all. So this is the savings. If you just want to save, you can just click here to add funds. All right, maybe any amount of money you want, you can just click that. Or if you want to add new amount, you just click any amount you want to start with. You click on that plus sign. So I'm going to be using this part now where it says save by myself. So we have the general savings, we have the emergency savings, we have the home savings, we have the study, we have the car. If you are saving to get a car, you can also save with other people. All right, we have the money draw, the football, basket, and basketball and all that. So let's assume you want to save by yourself. You're just going to come down here and click on general. All right, so this is where you can top up. You know what top up means? This is where you can add money. Don't worry, I'll show you how at the end of this video how you can withdraw your money also. All right, you also have here the automate. If you want them to be removing some amount of money from your account, let's say on a monthly basis, on a weekly basis, you can just do that there. All right, but if you want to be putting your money anytime you feel like, that's up to you. So if you are going to, this one is where you can, all right, save your money and you'll be getting interest. Now, if you look up here, it says you may get up to about 13.85% per annum. That means whatever money you are investing, you will get up to about 13.85% per year. So that's just what it means. And also, let me tell you one thing about savings. When you are saving using this app, all right, let's assume you want to save for like 5 months. All right, so you are going to select it. You select 5 months, and then it will tell you exactly. Now that if that 5 months does not reach, you won't be able to withdraw your money. So you have to wait till 5 months. For the savings, you can't withdraw till, if you are saving for like, let's say 1 week or 2 weeks, you just fix it. After that 2 weeks, you'll be able to withdraw it. But the other ones you can withdraw is for investment. For investment, you can literally withdraw maybe at any time. So that's one thing. But we haven't got to that yet. We are on the savings part of it. So when you make your savings, you are going to see the amount you have saved here. The amount you have earned is there. And then your withdrawals you have made, you are going to see. That's after you've set your date. And then here is the target. You can set your target there. You say have an amount you want to save towards for this plan. So if you have that, you can just look at this one. I say your plan is earning 30.85%, and this is locked from withdrawal until October 1st. So personally, I've done some savings. That's when I'll be able to, withdraw my savings, because this one is basically for savings and not investment. All right. So you can also, if you want to top up, you just click here to top up, and then here is where you are going to choose an amount. If you can choose 100, 200, 250, 500, 1M. So if you have a different amount, you just click on this different amount here. Let's assume you don't have any of this. Just click on that. Then you are going to talk the amount you are going to put. Let's assume you are putting like 10. Use this as an example. Then you click on continue. All right. You just click on continue. Now this is where you'll be able to your transfer the money. So first of all, you can do that via bank transfer, and you can also do that through Naira Stash. So this stash basically means the amount of money you already have that you have withdrawn. If you want to withdraw your money to the bank, you first of all withdraw it from your savings and it will come straight to the stash. You can still use the stash to invest. All right, it is from this stash. This is where you actually withdraw your money out of this particular. This is where you can withdraw your money out. So that's it. Let's say if you want to use bank transfer, you can just then you click on transfer 10,000. Let's assume that's what you want to withdraw. All right. So it say transfer to any account below to complete your payment. Do not save for future use. Okay, so here is your account details. You just click on your account details, go to your app and then paste it there. Then you'll be able to make your transfer. So that is exactly what it is for the savings account. All right, so I'm going to go back. The one that is easier is basically the bank transfer, except you already have money in the stash. But if you are just starting out, the bank transfer, just transfer the money to your bank and then the money will reflect on your dashboard. So this is basically for this general savings. Okay, the next one we're going to talk about is for emergency. All right, if you want to save for emergency use, you know what that means now. You can save your money somewhere and then maybe something happens, you want to use the money quickly, you'll be able to use that. So that's it. You can top up, click on top up, and then you click on that. You can also customize. Now this one I say automate status. That means you want to, let's assume you want to be paying like 11,000 naira every month, fifth of every month. You see that? So you can just leave it there and it will be there. It will begin to remove the amount for you. So that's, let's assume you are targeting 165. That's what you want to target. You want to save, and then that's what you want to achieve at the end of your savings, of your emergency savings. So you can begin to put like 11k every month till you get to that amount. So that is just the way it is, depending on the amount you want to save. And if you also want to change the amount, you just click there. The amount you want to be saving automatically, you just put the amount there. And then you can also check the frequency, fifth of every month. If you don't want this particular month, just click there, and then this way you can select the day that that you want the money to be removed from your account. So after that one, you click on done. So that is just it. And then your target also, you can also change the target, the amount of money that you want to save, you want to have, all right, accumulate after you have done your savings for that particular period. So that is just what it means. Right? You can change everything from there. All right. So deposits are automatically made from your saved account. So because this one here says or automatic status, so they'll begin to remove the money. But if you don't want them to be removing the money, then you will have to click on this. You untoggle that so that maybe you can, so that they don't start deducting from your account. But normally, if you are doing a service like this, it's better for you to just, let's say you have a salary you receive every particular time, you can just start from that particular date, and then the money will begin to roll in every month, every week, depending on what you want. So I'm going to go back. So I'll go back. Then the next, okay, we have that this one is for home. You are saving for a home. So this now, let's assume maybe you want to pay house rent or something like that. So it's the same thing you do here. You just click on top up. All right. You can always customize to, let's assume you are targeting 100,000. All right. So you can begin to save for that also. The automatic status, you can on it if you want to. Okay. So it's just the same with the other one. Then the other one is for study. All right. It say save for tuition or study goals. Your plan stays locked till your choosing date. All right. So that's, you can also save for your savings. Look at it, said your plan will stay locked till the day you want that money to be out. That's it. Then the other one is for car and all that. So the next one is basically money draw. All right. It said build wealth together, knock off important milestones. A major move towards building long-lasting generational wealth. All right, this one is something that you can do with other people. If you want to save with other people, so you can enter the person's email and then choose a contact, or you can also choose their contact. It said we need permission to sync your contact so you can find your partner. So if you want to be saving with somebody, then you can do that. That is for that. The other one is for football. All right. It's a choose your favorite team. All right. Let's assume sometimes when they are having all these football games, it's a grow wealth with other Juventus fans, sharing excellent excitement from goals to player signings in both. You can just read anything about that. All right. So here they already have about 293 members, 12% per annum. So you can just, save with that. So that is for that. It's the same thing with basketball and other. So the next time we are going to be going to now is the investment now. All right. You want to start investing because if you leave your money in the bank without investing it, then inflation comes. Then you know that, of course, you won't be able to beat inflation because prices of things go higher every day. So the first one we have here, we have the Nigeria stocks. All right, so you can click on that to see the Nigeria stocks. All right, there's a lot of stocks that you can invest in. All right, the only thing you just have to do is to, check them. All right, see the particular one that you want to invest in. You read more about them. Check. You can also check this graph like this to know how it has been performing. So that's it. So I'm going to go back, and this way I'm going to start from. Okay, for the NGN stocks, you can click on this blue button. You click on that, so you'll be able to find the different stocks that you want to invest in. Okay, so you can have your watch. You can create your watch list. All right, and then you can also check the NGN X30, the indices. So let's just go again. So here there are different companies in Nigeria that you can invest in. They are very, very numerous. So the first one is ICO Insurance. You can just click on that to see how it has been going. Okay, you see this one even okay. When I go to this is the last week, it rose by about 4.99%, and for today per share is 4 naira 44 kobo. All right. So you can also one of the ways you can check is to use this. You check the graph to see as at last week, the first week it was around 4 naira 21 kobo. Okay, you see it now. This is where it was. Then you can also check the month, the previous month. You click on this month. You click on the month to see. Okay, it was around 4 naira 42 kobo, almost the same thing. You can also check. That was it rose to about 6.51%. This is it, 6.51%. You can also check the last year to date, YTD year to date. That's what it means. You see, it rose by about 16.52%, which is great. So that's it. Then you can also check the last 1 year. See how it has been. It was around, it was really, as of March last year, 28, it was around 1 naira 60 kobo. But as of today, it has grown to over 160%, which is very, very huge. You see, this one, imagine you invested last year. By now, your stocks would have grown to over 160%. You know what that means now? Almost like 3 times. That should be about, is it no, is it 3 times? More than 2 times also. Close to like 2 times of your investment. Yeah, that's it. So you check the last 5 years also. You see, it was around still the same price. It was when it got to the last year that when it started growing. So it has been growing and growing and growing and growing. So that's one thing. That's how to make your research. And also when you check, you can also come down here, latest traded trades, February 26. So these are some of the trades. So this is where I want to look at now. You can check the financials. Click there to check their financials. So this is one thing you can check, look at their annual financials, their income statement, the quarterly, the one for December 2025, 2024, 2023. You see how they have been performing. This is one of the ways you can check. So for 2025, you see the opening income was around 37.31 billion. That's about 50.27%. Then their total expenses was around 17.43 billion. All right, so that was their total. And then profit after tax was 17.18 86 billion, which is good. So that means this company actually did very well. After tax, they had 17.86 billion. Then you can check their balance sheet here. Their total assets 579.67 billion. So that's what they have as their total asset. Then their liabilities 484.69 billion. All right. So you see their assets are higher than their liabilities. All right. All the things they own are liabilities. All the things that all their borrowings, more like borrowings, liabilities are more like borrowings, stuff like that. They are the liabilities. Then the total asset, the things that they own. Then the total equity is about 94.97 billion. That's about 40%, 40.26%, which is great. Then the other one is the cash flow. We have the net cash from operations. So just take your time to read all this. With time, you are going to start understanding. You see, this company has been doing well. So you see it now, which they've actually been doing well. The net cash from operations about 68.29 billion, and then net cash from investing 57.84 billion. These are some of the things from their investing and all that. Net cash from financing 2.56 billion. All right. But at the end of the day, the company is doing well. So you can check their quarterly for 2025, quarter four for 2025. You see how they have been performing. You also check, that, and then you check 2025, and then you see how far they have been performing. So that is one thing to check so that you'll be able to make your own informed decision. Just take your time to read about it. This is how to invest. You check the company's, stuff. So that's it. Let me tell you, before you buy from any company, always make sure that the company has been on for years. Like this one, I think has been on for more than 5 years or so. So it's a company that has been there and is still growing. All right. So that's one thing to check out for. You check their earnings and so many things like that. Just like what I've shown you, what I showed you just now. Just check them so that you know where to actually, so that you can make a better informed decision. So you also share the liquidity rating. All right. Just take your time to check those on. And then the other one is their market cap, 161.80 billion, which is very massive. This is the total value of a company's shares in the market. It helps you know if a company is big like Dangote Cement, medium like Dangote Sugar, or small like newer or growing firms. So this country is huge. One that's 1.80 billion. Then the dividend, they pay about 1.58%. It said this tells you how much cash return you get yearly from investment. All right. If a stock has a 5% dividend yield, you earn 5 naira each year for every 100 naira you invest. Useful if you want steady income. So that's it. That's dividend yield. Then the other one is a price to earning. All right, price to earning ratio shows how much investors are willing to pay for 1 naira of a company's earning. For example, a price per earnings of 10 means you pay 10 naira for every 1 naira. All right, the company earns. So that's it. Now it helps you know if a company is cheap or expensive compared to similar companies. So you need to understand that also. You just take your time to check. You also need to understand that. So you check the about. This is where you can check to know about them. You see, ICO Insurance Company is a Nigerian-based company. The company provides insurance services in life insurance businesses or a business, non-life insurance business, deposit administration, and financial services to organizations and private individuals. So you can check here to check the company details. Their CEO, these things are very important. Their CEO is Babantunde Fajemi. I don't know if I pronounce it well. Then their chairman is Kunda Sainani. They incorporated, all right, about 1970. Okay. And then you can also check registrar, Coronation Registrars Limited. So this how to know one thing about the company. Another thing is to check the holdings. Holdings are basically the amount you have invested. That's what it means. It said you currently do not own any shares of this stock. So I don't have anyone because there are a lot of stocks you can invest in. So I'm going to go by that. That's where you are going to see what you have. And then there are a lot of them that you can invest in. Okay, let's assume this on that one, Honeywell, is the same thing. Let's assume you want to invest in Honeywell. You just click on buy. The market is closed right now, but you can still place an order. It will be purchased when it opens in 1 day, 16 hours, 6 minutes. So you just click on continue. So let's assume you are the one. Let's assume you want to buy let's say 200 shares. Okay, you say minimum of 221. Let's just say 300. That's about 6,810 naira. This is the share you want to buy. All right, so you just click on continue. So this is now they say the total amount you are going to pay is 7,641. Now what they usually do is that they usually add some amount of money. It's called buffer amount. Look at it now. A 10% buffer is charged to cover any price changes. Unused amounts will be refunded to your account, to your stash. That's it. But they will just use that one and they will always refund it. From my experience, they always refund it. But normally the amount you are paying is 6,810. All right, but that's that buffer amount is that's 695 naira 54 kobo. They will always refund it. You will find it maybe that same day or so. You will just see it in your stash account. If you want to withdraw it, you can withdraw it. So you are buying about 300 shares. The per share is 22 naira 70 kobo. So you just click on buy, and then you use your bank transfer, your stash. So for now, I'm just going to leave it in bank transfer. You click on transfer. So this way you are going to make the same transfer like what you have been seeing before. So it's the same thing you are going to do. Once you make transfer, the money is going to appear, and then your investment starts. You see order in progress. I didn't make any transfer, but you see order in progress. So this one way you can actually invest. And then the other way is to check the Naira funds. Okay, these are different. These are basically mutual funds. All right, like we said before, when you watch the first part of the video, talked about mutual funds, different pools of investors bringing their money together to invest together. That's just basically what it means. And then you can click here to check the different mutual funds, the amount you can earn per year, some 15%. We have the free invest Pluto's fund. These are very low risk. These ones, they are very low risk, but your money will begin to grow gradually. Like this calorie-wise conservative portfolio, the risk is very low, very, very low risk. And then you see some of your transaction there. So if you want to top up, just click on top up. It's the same thing I've been showing you. That's what you are going to do. And then if you want to invest in this, let's say balanced portfolio. Now this balanced portfolio the risk is higher than the first one, which is this one. This one, the risk is very low. Even if you put your money there, you'll be getting little money. Your money hardly goes down. But for this balanced portfolio, the risk is higher. But it's also balanced because they'll be investing your money in different companies. I like this one very well. So you can get up to about 90.70% per year. But it can be more than that, from my experience. It's even within 1 week, you start making money. That's one thing I love about this one. The risk is higher. The money can go up or down, but this one is very balanced. So this way they invest. Look at it now. They invest your money in. These are the portfolio components. Click on that. So if you click on, you see it and what's in my portfolio? The RAM Discovery Balanced Fund, Cora Balanced Fund, United Capital Wealth for Women Fund, United Capital Balance Fund. So this way they are going to put you on. If you click on the first one, you will see it now. ARM Discovering Balance Fund. They put your money, some part of your money, MTN, Dangote, Boa Cement. The other one also, they'll put your money about 60% in stocks, 40% in others. You just click on others to see. This one is fixed income. The other one is Okomo Oil. They'll put your money in Okomo Oil, Dangote, Access Corp. The other one is this, and they'll put your money in Total, Zenith Bank. So these are they are going to be splitting all your money. So this one is a very, very balanced, because sometimes when stocks go down, that fixed amount, that one can go up, and that one will help to balance this. And that's one thing that's why we always need to think of, they call it, long-term investments. Always think long-term. But the good thing about that balance portfolio is that it's very good. Your money, it helps to grow your money because this one is managed by professionals. They're the ones doing they will help you to manage your risk so that you don't just lose huge money. But they will do their best to also make sure you are having a lot of good gains. So that is it for that. So the other one here is just equity portfolio. You can check this one. Although I didn't, this one is Dangote, Seplat, this one is, it's the same thing, all right? Almost, so this one is basically equity. Okay, so if you want to withdraw your money from your balance portfolio, you just click on it. Then you come to these three dots in front. Then you click on withdraw to stash. That's just it. Here you put the amount of money you want to withdraw. You click on stash, and the money goes straight into your stash account. This is how to withdraw money from Carrywise. All right, there are still other ways to withdraw. Let's assume you invested in stocks. I'm going to go back. Let's assume the stocks you invested in, like this particular one. Let's assume you want to withdraw this. It's the same thing. You just click on the three dots. Okay, sorry. For this one, you click on sell. All right, so the market is closed right now, but you can still place order. It will process when it opens in 1 day, 15 hours, 59 minutes. So that's just, you just click on continue. You just select the amount of shares that you want to sell. That's just it. After some time, the sale will be made, and then the money will go straight to your stash account. It's the same. That's how to withdraw from your stash. You just withdraw straight to your bank account. So that is it for that. The other one is dollar mutual funds. All right, so you can invest in euro bonds and other USD assets and returns in dollars. So that's it. This one is moderate. Well, this one is moderate. We also have okay, that's the moderate. There are a lot of them. Let's assume you want to invest in this one. All right, you just click on invest, put the amount you want to put, that's just it. You make your investment. So guys, this is what I'm going to be stopping from today. If you found this video helpful, remember to like this video, share and subscribe. All right, and also use my referral code on the screen so that when you start investing or saving your money, you will get some benefits. If you found this video, make sure to subscribe. Don't forget that if you actually love what this value, because this is what many people pay for. So I decided to give you everything today that you need to start, getting started with investing in Nigeria. Thank you, and I will see you again in the next video.